At long last, Richard and I are going to play the Indomitus box set. It's about time.
Yeah.
It's coming right up.
Necrons!
Nick speaking, and welcome to this battle report. Right, today I'm really looking forward to this. Richard and I have had our Indomitus models painted before Christmas, wasn't it? We were going to play a game and then lockdown happened, so finally we are playing. It's 1,000 points. We got a few caveats to our list which we'll talk about in a second, but first of all, say hello to Richard, who's from CM Wargames. There is a link to his channel in the description below. Hello Richard.
Hi Nick, nice to be back.
Excellent, let's have a look at the lists then and get this game going. Okay, so here we go. Of course you've seen all of these miniatures before. Our caveats are that we are not taking any detachments, just the miniatures from the set, and also that where the reanimators come down by 30 points, I've had an extra 30 points in my list to make it 1,000 points, which is how many points Richard has. So I've taken an extra scarab and also an extra piece of war gear. So let's have a look at the list. I've got the Mefrit dynasty, and I'm taking the Overlord with the arrow and glaive. He is my warlord. He's got Merciless Tyrant, +1 to strength and attack. We then have the Scorpec Lord, and he's got the Relic Nano Casket Scarabs, +1 to wound on living metal. We then have the Royal Warden and the Plasmancer, who has Quantum Orb. 20 points just to try it out. We then have 2 Cryptothralls and a unit of Gauss Reaper Warriors, one big unit of 20. We then have a unit of 7 Scarab Swarms, of course the Scorpec Destroyers with the Plasmancer and the good old Reanimator. Right, let's have a look what Richard has.
Well, mine's Space Wolves, so they get their abilities from that. I've got the Primaris Captain. He's got the Relic Shield, he's got a heavy bolt pistol and a master powered crafted sword. He's taken the Wolfkin Warlord trait, and if the Saga is also going to be Wolfkin, so basically if he completes the deed, the rest of the army within 6 inches get the Saga. I'll tell you a little bit more about that later when it comes up. I've got the Chaplain. He's going to have the armour of Russ. I've got a Blade Guard Ancient. I've got 3 Blade Guard. I've got 2 units of 5 Assault Intercessors. I've got a set of Eradicators, and my go-to Outriders.
Yeah, well, I've seen these before and they're quite nasty.
Yeah.
Okay, so there you go. We have rolled for the mission already. We are playing Crossfire, so let's get set up. Okay, we have deployed. We are ready. Secondary objectives for me. I've got engage in all fronts, which is table quarters, raise the banner high, and also assassination, because Richard has 4 characters to try and assassinate. Richard, what have you taken?
Me, I've taken Stranglehold, engage on all fronts, and retrieve terrorist data.
Alright, and of course we have deployed. We've got these lovely troops here. This guy sitting on the objective. Some more troops over here, and the bikes all the way over there. There's another objective behind that building. I've got my Scarabs and Scorpec units over this side, the Plasmancer and Cryptothralls on my objective, and then the lovely Reanimator, the 2 HQs, and the big blob of warriors just there with an objective just there. So we are ready to find out who goes first. Richard has used 1 CP to put the Justicar in to outflank. Right, okay, so here we go. Who's going first? Richard, and choose. No, you don't choose. You just literally go first, and no CZ initiative. Okay, so it's going to be the Space Wolves, turn 1. Okay, so just a side note, if you spot any very unusual camera angles in this video, it's because my neck is killing me. I don't know what I've done. I've ripped it or something. I can hardly move my neck, so apologies for that. Anyway, on with the battle report. Okay, movement phase. Richard is not holding back, advancing these two front units, trying to get in range of the objective. However, has managed to get in range of the quarter. And then over this side, the bikes have charged this flank as these guys come down this little gangway. Okay, end of turn 1 for the Space Wolves. These guys that could shoot shot into my warriors. I lost 2 warriors from that. Over here, the bikes shot into my scarabs, and I took 2 wounds on 1 scarab. Richard did score 2 points for engaging all fronts. And now it's the Necron, turn 1. Okay, end of the movement phase. I had the protocol that gave me +1 inch to movement, plus of course the extra movement from the Lords gave me a 7-inch movement, and I managed to get right into the quarter there. In the meantime, the reanimator used his beam on the warriors. Over here, the Scorpex all moved forward, that extra inch movement helping, of course, along with the scarabs. So, let's see what we can do in the shooting phase. Okay, so it took all of the guns here, the Reanimator, the Royal Warden and the Warriors, but I did manage to clear out the unit of 5 Space Marines just there. Over this side of the table, the Scorpec Destroyer shots through the building, which we've already declared at the beginning of the game, into the bikes, and I did 1 wound. I did shoot the Tachyon arrow up over into these guys here, as they had 3 wounds. Even with a re-roll, I did manage to get a wound through, but Richard saved it with his Storm Shield. So we are going to go into the assault phase. I'm going to attempt to assault with both the Scarabs and the Scorpec Destroyers up over there. So first of all, the Scarabs, who should pretty much almost definitely get in. Let's find out. 4 inches.
That's just enough.
That's just enough, okay. And then over here, the big one. What do we need, Rich? Probably about 7, 6?
6.5, so you need a 6, wouldn't you?
Yeah, okay, here we go then. Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's see if we can get the Scorpec Lord in.
Yeah, and he'll need, what's he need? 9.
9-ish, right, 9. Oh, yes, he's in. Okay, assault phase over. The Scarabs took 2 wounds off a bike, so this bike is now down to 1 wound after the shooting. And over here, yeah, I didn't even strike with my Scorpec Lord. The Destroyers killed everyone off. The bikes attacked my Scarabs, and I lost the base that had 2 wounds, and 1 base is now on 1 wound. I tried my RP, of course, didn't get it back. I raised the banner over here, and then, of course, I do have the engage on all fronts, the quarters. So, interesting first turn. Richard is eyeing up his second turn. Richard, how are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I mean, there's a few things I want to do, so, and I've got plans, so yeah.
Okay, plans are coming. Let's see what the Space Wolves can do in their turn 2. Okay, movement phase. This guy has made a run for the objective, as these Melter Gun guys have fell back in this direction with this threat here, along with all of these units that were standing there. They're still within 3 inches of the objective though. And then over here, this guy here has just flanked in, eyeing up my Plasmancer and Cryptothralls on the back objective. Okay, shooting phase. Okay, shooting phase. The Scorpec Destroyers took a bit of a pounding there from these Melter Gun guys, shooting twice, even with my stratagem to give -1 to wound. I did lose 2 of those Destroyers, got 1 left, and the Destroyer Lords. Richard is now going into the assault phase. Okay, end of the assault phase. Over here, massive assault range, managed to get in, killed both the Cryptothralls. I did take 3 wounds off the Justicar with my Plasmancer in the return attack though, pretty good. Over here, my Destroyer finally went down, and my Destroyer Lord there took a wound. In the meantime, my Destroyer Lord attacked the guy with the banner. Who's he?
The Blade Guard.
The Blade Guard Ancient. And I got all of my attacks in. I wounded with all of my attacks, and then Richard saved really well, and he only took 2 wounds. So over here, the Scarabs killed off 1 of the bikes, and I lost a couple of wounds on my Scarabs. So we are going to move in to turn 2 for the Necrons. Okay, turn 2 movement. My warriors and Overlord have moved forward as my Reanimator and my Royal Warden moved backwards. Also my Cryptic there just falling back, hoping to try and kill this guy. My command protocol is the Mefrits one this time, Vengeful of the Stars. It's a shooting one and I get to use both, and I'm hoping to take advantage of that. In the meantime, I did deploy my orb from the Plasmancer just there. See what happens in the next command phase. And the Scarabs here have raised the banner. Okay, so successful shooting. I used a couple of stratagems as well to go with it. And I managed to take out this guy here. Awesome. And also this guy just here. In the assault phase, up over here, which had killed one Scarab base, my Scorpec Destroyer Lord, Scorpec Lord, took 2 wounds, but I did kill the very annoying banner guy, which was making me assault last, so that was useful. And actually I killed 2 characters there, so I managed to get some points. Right, let's move in to turn 3 for the Space Wolves. Okay, movement phase for the Space Wolves. These guys here fell back from combat towards the objective. This guy has fell back that way as the Melter Gun guys have gone over to that objective. My Scorpec Lord just standing there, pretty, on the Plasmancer's orb. Okay, let's see what else will happen. Okay, in the shooting phase, my Scorpec Lord took 2 rounds of Melter shots. However, he managed to save everything that came in, which was useful. Over here, the Scarabs finished off another bike, and I took 3 wounds on my Scarabs. However, I'm now outnumbered on this objective, so Richard has stolen that back. He's gaining points. I've got some points as well. It's a close game. Let's continue. Necrons, turn 3. Okay, so I'm just editing the battle report and I've just realised I totally forgot to use the self-destruct stratagem, which is what my tactical video was all about, so that I recently posted, and I was dying to actually play that tactic and I forgot. Oh well, it happens to the best of us. Okay, Necron movement phase. These guys just stood still and raised the banner. These guys here consolidated on that objective. And then the Scorpec Lord has been very brave. He's trying to get another point by killing this character, and he's also gone right in front of the Melters, so we'll see. It gives him options to shoot and charge. Okay, so in the shooting phase I tried to shoot this guy out and hope to kill him and then assault the other guys. I did take 1 wound off. I considered double assaulting, multi-charging, but in the end I thought I'd just leave him for later. And I did manage to take out the Melter Gun guys, which was very useful. Over here I lost a Scarab base and did no damage on the bike. I'm now outnumbered on this objective here though. Okay, so we are moving in to turn 4 for the Space Wolves. Oh, I forgot to say my orb went off from the Cryptic Arcania. It did actually hit my Scorpec Lord. However, I managed to survive with just 1 damage. However, I did do 3 mortal wounds on this guy, which is how I managed to take all of the wounds off of him, as well as 1 wound from shooting from him. Okay, back to the game. Okay, so the Blade Guard veteran managed to fail to kill the Scarabs. They did kill 1 base. It was up to the bike to kill the other one. So the Scarabs died. Over here, this guy did a crack grenade, first of all, into my Scorpec Lord. I managed to save that, and then he shot his guns, into him, and I managed to save all of those. So, yeah, Scorpec Lord there, he's looking good on 5 wounds. As we move in to turn 4 for the Necrons. Okay, very quick turn there. The Scorpec Lord shot out the character up in the building, and then I did use my Plasmancer ability to do mortal wounds, and took 1 mortal wound off of the bike, and that is it. So we're moving in to turn 5 for the Space Wolves. Okay, so turn 5, the game is over. Richard made a valiant attempt with his bike. He assaulted my Plasmancer, however, Plasmancer killed him. And then in my turn over here, I just raised the banner over on this objective. That's it. Richard is left with these 3 guys on that objective. We've added up all of the points, and the points are, Richard, what are they?
47 to 93.
To
the Necrons.
To the Necrons. So yeah, I did got full primary objectives. Yeah, and I got 38 points for secondary.
Secondaries, yeah. I mean, I didn't do well on my secondaries. I knew that primaries would be an issue, but with dice just.
You're all dark, Rich. Hold on.
Right.
I've got backlight.
Yeah, just I needed a bit more oomph on the with the dice today, but they didn't roll as hot as they usually do.
No, your dice rollings there wasn't that great today, was it? But,
I needed it in my shooting phase, and it just wasn't there.
Yeah, no. But it was a fun game though, I enjoyed it.
It was brilliant.
Yeah.
And I just,
and 1,000 points, I think just as enjoyable as when we played 2,000 points.
Yes, I mean,
tactically
just
still. Yeah, exactly. It's pretty much the same. Yeah. So, really enjoyed that. Thank you very much. Check out Richard's channel in the description below, and check out our previous game, that battle report, just there.